where we have an advantage. It's not exactly training, it's specifically knowing how to do things. The Legion has something else, a certain capability to withstand hardship and duress.
The Legion is self-sufficient anywhere. The American military, when they go in, if they don't have it with them, they're at a loss. We're so used to dealing with, making do with nothing, that we take what we need, water and ammo.
Time and again, the Legionnaires have tested their capacity to survive against all odds. 1954, Indochina. After an epic 56-day siege, Legionnaires surrender at Dien Bien Phu. It's the beginning of the end for the French in Southeast Asia. After nearly a decade of war, 10,000 Legionnaires have perished. But for those who fought on against overwhelming odds, it was a part of something ingrained into every Legionnaire, the notion they would rather die than surrender.
He wants to give absolutely everything to the Legion. In the worst battle situations, that's where a Legionnaire truly shows himself.
In the last century, over 30,000 Legionnaires have died in combat, a casualty rate of 1 in 10. This is the mainstay of their grim legacy.
A Legionnaire knows that one day or another, without wishing it, he may not come back from a mission. I think that they all have this understanding.
There's a famous French general, General Négrier, who said, "Vous êtes légionnaire pour mourir, je vous envoie où l'on meurt." You're a legionnaire to die, I'll send you where you can die. When you join the Legion, death is just another one of those things that happens. It's accepted.
You got to be aware of you could go to another country and fight and die for a different country. And for me, that was a chance I'm willing to take.
In an era of burgeoning civil war, the Legion is more active than ever.
There is always the chance that we will be called into, as it's happening now in Afghanistan. We've already operated in Kosovo. There's a chance we might be called into Macedonia. Our company has already operated in Chad. And the Legion, throughout its history, has always operated in any hotspot in the world.
With its global reach, the Legion once again came under attack as the enforcer of French colonialism. Algeria in the 1960s was the low point. Desperate for independence, Algerian freedom fighters faced off against the Legion. For years the battle raged. Thousands on both sides died. In the end, the Legion was not only defeated, but denounced for its brutality.
Not everything is peaches and cream. The world is a rough place for a lot of people. Just because things are cushy here in America for most people doesn't mean that that's what they are elsewhere in the world. When you have a jungle out there, sometimes somebody's got to go in and keep things in order. And it's not always easy to keep things in order. Sometimes certain measures have to be taken.
The Legion continues to play a major role in supporting French interests around the world.
The Legion is always doing something, somewhere. Right now, there are probably half a dozen operations going on in the world involving Legionnaires that you'll probably never hear about.
Places like South America, where Legionnaires come face to face with the hidden dangers of the Amazon. Dawn in French Guiana. an ocean away from the Eiffel Tower. A little piece of France in the jungles of the Amazon. Sunrise reveals the tranquil beauty of this wilderness. And something else. This is Camp Zutz, jungle training, Foreign Legion style. Armies from around the world come here to train. Only the Legionnaires keep coming back. Fergal Keating is a jungle warfare specialist, nearing the end of his second 5-year contract. He's come here to pass on all he knows about survival and combat under extreme conditions.
How hard is it here in the jungle at the center? It will depend on the attitude of the student, if he's strong-minded. The jungle is where the strong become weak and the weak become strong. It's a very good test of character builder.
As in real combat, there's no safety net here. Accidents are just another part of Legionnaire life.
If you train hard, there are a few casualties. It's a real risk. And if you die, well, that's one of those unfortunate aspects of training.
We send the Legionnaires out into the jungle to live, survive, and fight in this environment. Basically, they will have to live off the land. We'll put them more or less through a tough time, but we won't really annihilate them, if you like. The jungle itself will take care of that.
The thing that makes a Legionnaire tougher than any other soldier in the world is it's a mental toughness. You have to be able to deal with harsh situations, crude surroundings, everything being tough, and you have to have the attitude that you're going to be tougher.
Malaria, dengue fever, yellow fever, just a few of the natural hazards. Major Marco Berti is a Legion doctor assigned to the regiment in French Guiana.
The Amazonian jungle is a place where there are sicknesses and diseases that aren't even in medical journals. They're so rare that we don't even have names for them. They haven't been documented because man doesn't often go that deeply into this jungle. There is also the danger of snake, scorpion, and spider bites.
But here, Legionnaires like Bernard Robbenheimer learn to be at home.
The British and the Americans started doing this sort of jungle penetration during the Second World War. I think we're one of the last military units that keeps up this trade of being able to send a platoon into the jungle completely autonomously for 2, 3, 4 weeks. Kitted out as we are at the moment, we could survive. We've got enough food and ammunition for perhaps 48 hours in the jungle.
Out here, the Legion has 2 missions. To protect this French territory against smuggling and drug running, and to guard the European Space Agency's Ariane rocket program from the ever-increasing threat of terrorism.
Our company in particular has the ability to go pretty well anywhere in the jungle. So the regiment has a serious role in guarding the site and just keeping a military presence. As recent events have shown us, terrorists could attack anywhere.
The jungle has a way of holding on to people. As the officers like to say, the Legionnaire may leave Guyana, but